We want to go to Roxanne, though. Or maybe we'll just take Angie first. Angie, good night to you. Can you say, how do you feel, ma'am? How do you feel about this news article in the Kaichur News that says police tell Adrianna's family go to court for autopsy investigation reports, say they wouldn't cooperate with the lawyer outside of court order? How does that make you feel, Angie?
First of all, good night. Thank you for having us. Before I get to that news report, I firstly must say, we, the family of Adrianna Young, we're looking, we would like Darren Wade. I'm coming to the attorney because everything starts with the attorney, right? We would like Darren Wade to come out and speak the truth. We would like Darren Wade to say exactly what had happened, because Dr. Collins was fearful for his life while he was in Guyana.
Wait, one second, please. 1 second. And I just want the listeners to hear, because are you saying, ma'am, that the pathologist that was there in Guyana that was supposed to have been looking over the interest of Adrianna Young's family, in my opinion, which something happened and he probably didn't, are you saying that the chief medical examiner from Delaware, Dr. Gary L. Collins, was fearful for his life in Guyana?
Yes, these were things that were told to me directly by Dr. Collins.
Wow.
Because there are things to be revealed that are being concealed, and instead the entire state, including the police force and the government and everybody, are after the family to make it appear as that they have done something wrong, when in fact all the Young family, all we're looking for is justice for Adrianna, right? What we're looking for from Darren Wade is transparency. What the family want is to ensure that we protected not only every other young children in Guyana, but especially Adrianna, two siblings. And that entire life of all young children in Guyana, to protect them, thousands of children in Guyana, from what happened, especially children under the PPP government. Because look what they're doing right now to an 11-year-old family. This government is operating as though as if Adrianna was a big criminal and now somebody murdered she back. So you know what? Forget it. Our life must just go down the drain just like that. No, things don't work so. And I would like the public to tell me, if you retain an attorney to work on your case, your behalf, you understand? How is it possible that the autopsy report given to the government instead of the attorney? Because it was given to the attorney. Now, the reason why it ended up in the government hand is because of the fact the attorney is no longer representing his family. So he takes things under his skin. He is that petty. But the mistake that Darren Wade made, Darren Wade had an opportunity for his name to be listed like Johnny Cochran or Ben Crump, because this is not just no ordinary case. But instead, Darren Wade is going around making it look like as though as if he is the one with the problem. Like he wants people to just pity him.
So I want to, as I have a question for you here, let me just say to members of our audience, folks who are listening here now, I want to be able to give Darren Wade an opportunity to respond. And so Darren Wade, I'm throwing out this invitation to him for, of course, we do it professionally here, an invitation for Darren Wade to be on this program tomorrow night, right here on 107.1 FM, to let us hear his side as well. And so I just want our listeners to know that Darren Wade will be given an opportunity so that you guys can hear from him. But let us continue, Angie, as it pertains to the Stabroek News report. The Stabroek News report, where it says here, Angie, that police tell Adrianna's family go to court for autopsy investigation. Why should the family have to go to court and fight for something that the police should just hand over? Sorry. Go ahead.
Let me break it down. Why. I was told by Dr. Collins, because he was shocked. Let me make this clear. Dr. Collins was in shock when he heard from me that the family did not receive the autopsy report. I did went on to ask him if he would like to speak to the attorney, Dr. Todd, so that he could, listen to Dr. Todd instead of me. Because I still, in my mind, still baffled why
that thing in this wire.
Why Collins only had wanted to talk to me, right? However, Collins said to me to let the family know the autopsy report that they should receive has all three pathologists' signature on it, and it was signed with a special ink, a black ink pen. However, I had received an autopsy report from Amicia, cousin Roxanne. I received that autopsy report from her. I had sent that to Ailey. On that autopsy report, it is only Collins' name on it. So I'm saying all of that to say the reason why the government wanted the family to go to court for this autopsy report. Remember, you're going to court, whatever report you're fighting for, the report that you will getting, that's not the report. That's a redacted report. That's a report that was not given by all three of the pathologists, was not signed by all three of the pathologists. So when they go to court and they issue that and they give that to the family, you can't fight for nothing more, right? Because you take me to court, you went to court, you fight, you got an autopsy report. What more autopsy report you're looking for? So that autopsy report is already dead in the water, right?
So let me just let the listeners know, Miss Angie, let me just let them know that this, again, is a suspicious story behind the investigation of Adrianna Young. The family is maintaining that she was murdered, and rightly so. The world knows that she was murdered, and it is pretty obvious that the Guyana police force is attempting to cover this crime up. We saw what happened day one, where a senior police officer said to the family that they should go home, that this little girl, Adrianna Young, left in a red car with some guy by the name of Orlando. And now they're not focusing on that and that part of the covering up. So here we go now again with the covering up. Which police in this world would say that they have an autopsy report that they can release to the family lawyer, and this family lawyer happens to be Dr. Dexter Todd? They're not giving that report to the lawyer. They're not giving it to the family. Suspicion again. Highly suspicious. What is it the Guyana police force have to hide? Are they getting their instructions from the corrupt government of Guyana? Is this what is happening? And then there are some people out there who might be vexed and sucking their teeth and say, man, y'all move on. And this typical Guyanese thing, y'all move on, man. And these sort of things. The family wants justice. 99% of you out there are standing on the side of the family for justice. There's only one victim here, and that is Adrianna Young, and her family wants justice. Let's bring in Miss Roxanne. Miss Roxanne, how do you feel, ma'am? And good night. How do you feel about the